Hey guys, Josh from Dodgy Dailies. We've got some great news now. So, as I would have said at the end of the Courier build part 3, but I wasn't going to record that anymore. It was just giving me too many headaches. Nothing was going right. Drama after drama after drama. The dowel from the injection pump fell into the motor, stripped the motor back down, got it running again, snapped the rocker arm. I had to fix that issue, had to pull the head back off to make sure I didn't bend a valve or anything like that. Yeah, so I got it running, driving, and I'll put that clip in now. But other than that, I've just had to replace this dodgy piece of pipe that we've made up with a bit of an FG pipe, plumbing pipe, and a bit of the stock pipe. Because as soon as I get close to 10, 15 psi, it keeps blowing apart here. So what I've done today after work is I ran down to Autobarn, grabbed some piping, new piping, and a heap of hose clamps to get that sorted properly. But for now it's good. Exhaust is getting done on Monday. So I'll catch up with you guys then with that. But yeah, so I'll chuck on this intake pipe, or from turbo to intercooler. I'll chuck that pipe on, give it a start up while it's still sunlight, and show yous. Alright, so what I've done here is I've just pushed them in so they're about halfway, and then we'll slap this end on. This is 2-inch piping because that's all they had, but they did have a 2.5-inch piping, and this pipe here is 2-inch to 2.5, so that'll go on the turbo, and then off the other end of this bit of pipe here, it'll go, to the intercooler. Alright, got it all slapped together now. All the hose clamps are loose because I might need to, move something, twist this or whatever. But yeah, looks good. We also got a couple of gauges in. We've got an exhaust temp gauge and the boost gauge. They're actually wired in to the clock, because the clock has a constant battery power, which the gauges have a constant battery power wire, and the clock also has an ignition wire and a ground. So I've just wired them into the clock, and honestly, they're in a pretty good spot. Like when I'm driving, they're not too bright, they're not in your face, but they're still quite easily seen. So yeah, they're in a really good spot. Yeah. If you want more info on the gauge wiring, let us know. If you have a Ford Courier, 2005 turbo diesel Ford Courier, and you need to know the colours, I can simply pop this out one day for you, and I can have a look at it. But as it's all back together right now, I don't really want to be touching it. I didn't even really want to be changing the intake pipe, but it's you've got to do what you got to do. Alright, so I just had to push this bit here closed. Just trying to push on this bottom part. Okay, sit that there for you. So. And then a little further. Alright, that was a bit of a fight because I had to push it further up the hose than I wanted to, so I can try and keep it away from the AC belt. So I might need to push that on further one day, but at the moment that's there, it's there, and pop that on and we're good. I'll just tighten all of them up. They're just a 10mm. I prefer these clamps over standard hose clamps as they give a better seal. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. I did clean it a little bit yesterday, but there's still a bit of crap in here. Oh well. For anyone that's new to the channel, I'll just give a quick rundown of what we've done to it so far. Used to be a low mount setup with the log style manifold, really shit. So we've had one of the fellas on the Mazda Bravo for Courier page, Gareth. He makes these custom tubular manifolds, and he does some magic to these turbos. Now I went with the towing setup. He's got another setup which is a power setup, but yeah, so he's also made me this dump. So that, yeah, it also, the dump points straight at the oil filter, so I'm going to make something up right now so I can get that away, as when I drive this to get the exhaust done, it's an hour's drive from my house. I'll put the timing cover back on one day when I find the bolts for it, but so we've done brand new head, new diesel injector pump, new rocker arms. What else has been done? There's obviously, you know, the new turbo setup, and well, it's the intake. I've got a proper intake on order. I don't know when it's going to come in, but it's going to basically be just a filter that sits in line here. It's just going to come off, go in line, and then go into that hole, and then I'll have a snorkel. The snorkel might be a bit longer because I'm broke as fuck after building this thing. Also, one of the coolant hoses off here is actually from a Ford Festiva or a Toyota Cressida. I can't exactly remember, but because I've wrecked that many cars by now, like just parting them out. But what else was done? Oh yeah, so we got new crank seal, new belts. Basically, if there's a seal on this motor, it's been done. So we just spent the last 3 months working on it. We did do the head gasket in like 2 days, but that was the first time before I had to pull it all back apart. So as you can see, Max went a little bit happy with the electric tools and snapped that one. That one snapped when I was trying to take it out, when I was pulling the head back off, which again, a bit heavy with the electric tools. But he is only learning. He's not a qualified mechanic, so I should have known better than to give him electric tools. What else have I done? Oh yeah, so we've got, so what we have here is 2-inch, and then these bits here are 2.5, reduces back down to 2-inch where it can fit through that hole. That's a stock piece of pipe. I'll eventually replace that with another one. And then we've got a 2-inch to a 2.5. Ford Falcon FG intercooler, and then another reducer, and then up out here into the intake. The mounting points that's one of the mount points from a standard FG, and then that's also an FG mount onto just a bit of bracketry I had laying around. You can get that pretty much anywhere. You know, any hardware store you can find brackets like that. Yeah, I've still got to put the bash trays on, but I'll leave the bash trays off until the exhaust is done, just so they don't have to take it off and it doesn't get in their way. I've got this bit of pipe laying around. We've beaten it and bashed it because we were trying to do a turbo side intake, and it was just getting in the power steering was just getting in the way, so was other brackets. Didn't end up working, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jam it down in here, jam down in there, and then comes in the way. There we go. Just to get it off the oil filter a bit. There we go. Now what I'll do once the exhaust is made is I'll get it all pop my shoulder, is I'll wrap it in some heat tape, just to try and keep some more heat away from that oil filter. I drive around somewhere that's a bit of an 80 zone, so I can give a bit of the wellies. At the moment I don't really have the room in my street to be doing that. honest, I probably shouldn't record while driving. It's actually quite hard, but you get the gist. Alright, gave it a bit of a hard go then, but EGTs seem to be staying alright. I'm probably not going to get a true reading off that until I actually get, also my tacho doesn't work now, but I'm going to leave that for an auto electrician to find because I'm over it. Yeah, I'm not going to get true reading off the EGT until I get the full exhaust done, but sounded good. Pipes didn't blow off. I'll catch up with you when we get the exhaust done. I didn't take the ute down on a Saturday, and I'll lock it up and leave it outside of the exhaust shop. It's just, if anything goes wrong while I'm driving it for the 45 minutes down to the coast, I don't want it to happen on Monday before work, so figured I'll take it down now, and then we'll go see Max and do some stuff to, we'll just go see Max and do some stupid shit. There we go, guys, looking nice and pretty. Oh yeah, nice and pretty under there. Now that should be easy enough for me to drop down and put some heat wrap on it eventually. Honestly, hopefully I don't need to drop it off, so it should be sweet. Might need to get them to put a flange in up here later on or something like that, but yeah, should be good. Dropping Dodgy Dailies here. Yeah, doesn't sound too good. So what that is the harmonic balancer has decided to let go on me. Yeah, that's what's going on at the moment. I can't get my hands on a new harmonic balancer, but I can get my hands on this shit. Araldite. It's basically it's basically Australia's version of JB World. Yes, you can get JB World at Repco and everything like that, but at 6:30 at night, and the only thing open is Bunnings. You do this. So yeah, this one could be interesting. So if that trick on from Bunnings, it's smashed. Must have been bashing on the exhaust, and considering I didn't even have it tied down, I just had it up flapping around in the breeze, it must have come down pretty fucking hard to smash that back window. Oh well, clean it out, get all my tools out, nothing I can do about that. Alright, so we've gotten the harmonic balancer off, separated into two. Now, all I've got to do is give it a sand, give it a clean. Same on the inside of this one, give it a sand. Mix this up and apply all of it and hope for the best, because really I need a bar tomorrow. Just my luck. Probably got pretty roughened up by me driving home anyway, as it happened while I was on the freeway, and it left me with about half an hour left to drive. So I should be pretty good with that. Now I've just got to find something to mix this on so I can apply it. So I got this old drill case I'm just going to use. I'll mix it with a screwdriver. Try not to get it on your fingers. If you get it on your fingers, it does burn a little. There we go, sit that there. Also, I got some cardboard underneath it to try and get it to where it's meant to be a little bit. Again, not the best method, but as we are called, Dodgy Dailies, it's got to work. So, yeah, as we're called Dodgy Dailies, I'll restart that. As we're called Dodgy Dailies, you're bound to see some of this crap every now and then. So, yeah. mixture of araldite and different silicons, and we'll let that dry for now. And I'll clean out the back of the ute so there's nothing in there people can steal. So now the window's smashed. So we'll just let that dry, see how it goes. It's a bit late now. It's also quite too dark to be working on the car still, but I'd managed to get the harmonic balancer back in. The silicon wasn't quite dry, but I'm just gonna have to hope for the best in the morning. It's beer o'clock, obviously. I gotta talk quiet so I don't wake the neighbours as I'm outside. But yeah, I'll see what it's like in the morning. Hopefully it holds together enough to get me to work. So yeah, that's how to dodgily repair a harmonic balancer to get you out of trouble.
Well, it seemed to have worked. The crank's no longer trying to bash its way out of the engine bay, so yay! Alright, let's see what it's like when I get to work. I swear to God, this Ford Courier just does not want to live. So yes, the harmonic balancer held on for a little while, but I never actually made it to work because I popped the radiator. So I left yous a couple of days ago on the radiator blowing up on me. So I haven't been able to record much about what's going on with the ute just because I've been fixing it during smoko and lunchtime. What ended up happening is my boss ended up getting it towed for me. We sorted out the harmonic balancer. We got a second-hand one from a wreckers, so I'm still going to look for a new one in a couple of months. But at the moment, yeah, we've just chucked a second-hand one on. There was no cracks or anything like that, so I shouldn't have to worry about it for a little while. We've got a new radiator in it. But yeah, I've been driving the work ute for the last few days, and I'll be looking at taking the old girl for a run at lunchtime. You know, I got it up to temp last night while it was just sitting in the shop. Yeah, I'll take it for a run at lunchtime. Hopefully there's no more issues, and we'll go from there.
Alright, just taking it for a quick run. Temps are looking all good. So, you're looking at the steering wheel there. Yeah, temps are looking good. Went into the A-tracks a little bit, just because I work close to it. See how it went, goes pretty alright. Only went in, chucked the Yui, come back out, didn't want to go in too much because it literally just started pissing down raining. So whether or not it's just because it's shitty weather and it's staying at good temps or not, I'm not going to find out. But yeah, so the Courier is finally finished. Thanks for sticking with us, and thank you to people who are asking about it as well. People asking about it, that encouraged us to want to get it done more and get it done quicker. But it's currently running nicely at about 16 to 17 psi, and the EGT temps stay around the 300, 340 mark on full throttle. When I'm cruising, it's about 290. Yeah, about 290 to 300. Those numbers will vary quite often. It was just the other day when I was cruising along on the freeway, it dropped down to about 1900. So that was just, you know, cruising at 110, no dramas. Yeah, things run a mint now. So we've got the new Harmo on, we've got a new radiator in, got a new timing belt on it because the other one just went a bit shitty with everything that went wrong with the harmonic balancer letting go on us. So, and I didn't have a timing cover on as I couldn't find the bolts for it, but my boss was nice enough to have let me go through the bolt box and find some bolts for it, so chucked another timing belt on it. But yeah, it's run mids now. I'll probably take it home tonight, but see how we go. We are meant to be I'm meant to be helping Max move, or actually no, don't know if that's this weekend or not. I'll have to message him later for that. But yeah, I think it should be up for its daily duties now.
all this because I wanted to run a bigger turbo. And I've had nothing but dramas for the last fucking 4 months. The head went on, and then the fuel injection pump shut itself. So while we were on our way to South Australia, we stopped at Wagga Wagga to pick up a fuel injection pump. Then on the way back, well, when we got home, I should say, we threw that one in, and then we dropped that dowel, the injector pump dowel, down into the motor. So we had to strip down the motor again to find it. Got it all back together, snapped the rocker arm, pulled the head back off to make sure we didn't bend a valve or anything like that. But ended up getting the injector pump dowel sorted, getting that sorted, redoing the valve clearances to make them a little bit more lenient instead of being at dead minimum. But yeah, just a fuck ton of work gone into this thing. Also had the exhaust done Monday, as you would have seen earlier in this video. 2.5 inch off the dump to a flex pipe, cat straight pipe. That intake system we've got at the moment, where we've just got a pod filter strapped to the front of the turbo, is going to have to get changed. I do have some stuff on watch at the moment, stuff I'm keeping an eye on to make that a bit better. But yeah, she's done. She's finally fucking done. So this afternoon, when I finish work, I might just, now that I've got it all running, all up to good, good temps and everything, good pressure, taking it for a bit of a run. I'll probably dump the water tonight and chuck some coolant in it. And I've just also realised, while it's pissing down rain, that I need new wiper blades. So I'm guessing with all the fires that we've been having, all the hot ash has been landed on the wiper blades, and with it not being used, it's just melted them and fucked them. Because they were new they were new not too long ago. Yeah, that's that. So if you like it, yeah, so like, subscribe, hit that ding dong button, leave us a comment. Any feedback's good. Alrighty, catch you guys, bye. Alright, I was going to record starting it up, but I was fucking terrified. I was no idea if it was going to blow up or not. But we've got a running Ford Courier now, guys. Fucking look at that. Oh, yeah.